Hey, what's up guys? Kyle here from Kyle's Game Room. Going to be talking about the unfortunate death that happened on Family Guy just the other day. Because I'm actually going to render this video and stuff, make it in 720p, and thanks to rendering, we have this picture of Brian! Yay! Yeah, unfortunately, Brian has unfortunately died on Family Guy. I know some of you will be all like, oh my god, why'd they have to kill off Brian? He's such a good character. I seriously don't really know why they killed him off either. Like here, I guess Seth MacFarlane, he's a very busy guy. He has to already provide a voice for Peter. He has to provide a voice for Stewie, and now he's going to be working on Ted too. Yeah, you can understand he's a very busy person. But did they really have to kill off Brian? No, I don't think they should have. So, if any of you haven't seen the episode yet, what happens is, Brian and Stewie go back in time, and crap went wrong. So, Stewie decides to fix it, fix what their mistakes from the past, go back in the current time, make sure everything's okay. Then, he destroys the time machine, because he's tired of risking his life trying to do something for back in the day, and now he's just tired of it. He doesn't want to work on that anymore. And Brian's all like, "Are you sure you want to do this? This is revolutionary stuff. This is like the end of an era. You don't want to get rid of this." And so he's all like, "Yeah, I'm done." So they take it to the junkyard, scrapping it. They find a goal for hockey. And they're like, "Dude, this is in perfect shape. Let's take it home with us. Let's actually start playing hockey. Let's get some fresh air." And they're like, yeah, okay, let's do that. And set it up in the street, because that's the best way to play hockey. But a car comes by, it kills Brian. And it's not one of those, dead. No, they went brutal with it. They want to make sure that he is dead. If I ran over him, you can see him, go under the freaking tires and stuff. Oh my god, it's... Whoa! Very brutal. Everyone's like, oh my god, what's happening? It's almost like a Marley and Me moment or something. But then again, I actually haven't seen that movie. But you get what I'm saying. It's a very, very dramatic thing. Usually the show's all about comedy and stuff. But no, they didn't really want to have a heart-touching moment. Something that's actually going to try to make you tear up a little bit. But it's a cartoon, so... Nah, it failed. So, they show him on his deathbed saying, I love you guys. I'm happy that you guys gave me a happy life. And dead. They actually show him having a big funeral. It's not like one of those typical, oh, we're just gonna bury you in the backyard. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry. Oh. But no, they actually give him a legit funeral, like you would see in a movie or something. It's crazy. And they decided to replace him with a new dog named Vinny. He's an Italian dog, and apparently he's part cat. He's 1/16 of a cat. And he also talks. But I don't think it's going to hold up to what Brian had to the series. And I know some of you may be wondering, either you guys might be thinking, A, I hate Vinny because he's a new character, or 2, you gotta give him a shot. I am on the side with I'm on both sides. For a first episode, he's okay. They actually had to introduce him to try to make a little bit of character out of him, and I don't know. I'm not sure if he can hold what Brian had to the series. The show has been on for almost 15 years, and at least I think it's been almost 15 years. It's probably about 15 years almost, and Brian's been there from the start, and they were building him to be a bigger character. After so much time, he was getting bigger and bigger. When Stewie and Brian finally paired up to be a thing, Seth MacFarlane even said, "I don't think that was ever going to happen, but holy crap, we did it. People love it, so we're going to keep going with that." And they have so many things together, their own episodes, their own specials, and now that is completely gone. So I don't know, guys. people are thinking, oh, he's gonna come back, something's gonna happen, like how they probably did with Stewie kills Lois and Lois kills Stewie. Like, maybe it's just a simulation, but I don't think it's actually a simulation. But I think they're gonna try to bring him back one way or another, whether it be just kill him off and maybe have him appear again as a ghost, or actually legitly bring him back. But here in the show, Stewie can't make another time machine because the stuff that he needs is gone. Like, he can't just rebuild it, all the parts that he needs. Like, the guy who gives him the parts is, like, he can't get the parts anymore. But there are two reasons, like, two things that I think, like, there's a good reason why Brian can come back. Well, one, remember when Stewie met his future self, and they both went to the future, so you can find out what his future is going to be like. They find out that Brian dies because he accidentally ate some chocolate. And they even show him in heaven with like a couple of writers, and they said how they all shot themselves. And Brian's like, "Yeah, I just ate some chocolate." But again, like, that is supposed to be non-canon now because Stewie's trying to make like here Stewie like went back in time to like not make this thing blow up on him. Like, he's just trying to change his future. But I don't think that should affect Brian. I don't think it should. Then again, you don't know. Time travel is difficult, and they try to implement that pretty well. But I do think that he can make a return also because Stewie should have the thing to travel through multiverses. No, it's not a time machine. No, I remember he had like a remote-looking thing to actually go into different universes. They even made a game out of returning to the multiverse. Unless something happens in the game where they completely destroy the remote or something, I don't know. So I'm thinking that Stewie should use his remote to go through the multiverse and meet another version of Stewie who will still have the time machine. Go back in time, use the multiverse thing to go back into his current dimension, but still back in time, to stop Stewie from destroying the time machine. Just keep it when Brian dies. And then return to the future. Well, by future, I mean present. Return back to the present, and the time machine will be there so they can save Brian. So that's my thoughts on how they can bring him back. I believe, like, there's rumors going around, like, they probably killed him off because Seth MacFarlane's a busy guy, because he's working on Ted 2, he's working on voices for Peter and Stewie. But they could have just brought in a fan, pretty much. Like, there are tons of fans who can get the voices pretty well. Like, I know there's people who can do Stewie's voice pretty well. There's people that can do Peter's voice probably even better than Seth MacFarlane. Because I'm pretty sure, like, they have to, like, alter his voice, like, through the studio. Because remember I heard him try to do Peter's voice, like, during a commercial, like, for TBS, I think. And it did not sound that great, honestly. So I think they actually have to, like, tweak his voice a bit through the studio to make it the Peter Griffin voice that we all know and love. And I'm pretty sure there's people that can pull off that voice perfectly without any alteration to the audio track. So maybe people can do that with Brian, no problem. They can get the voices pretty freaking well, and then even with the audio tricking, they can make it sound exactly like Seth MacFarlane. So that's what I think should happen. They should bring back Brian like that. If Seth MacFarlane doesn't want to do Brian's voice anymore. Because again, Brian left such a giant impact on the show that you can't just kill off. But then again, it's like the deal with 2.5 Men. They killed off Charlie Sheen, and they replaced him with Ashton Kutcher. And now, you barely see Jake anymore, and they pretty much replaced him, what was supposed to be Charlie's daughter, like at least in the show, not Charlie's actual daughter. So there's like another person, like in the house, that's related to the family. So again, like it's a lot of replacing and stuff. But like with Walden and whoever this girl is, they leave quite a good impact into the show that like they still like tell a decent story, but with Vinny, it's gonna take a lot to get used to. So hopefully they can pull off what what Two and a Half Men did to like make it fit, like make it perfect, make it as if like if Brian were to never exist, we can still live without him or whatever. Like that was a terrible thing to say. Like that was a dumb thing to say. But what I'm trying to say is like they won't. Like they should try to. Hopefully they can do what Two and a Half Men did, and make it so they can still work perfectly fine, still satisfy the fans, without the main cast. Like it being Brian Griffin now. So, yeah. Tell me, what do you guys think? Do you think that Brian may make a return? Do you think he's completely dead? Do you think that, and if he does make a return, do you think it's just going to be small cameos as if like a ghost? Or do you think he's just going to bring him completely back? Like the plan that I think that might happen, you know, the multiverse, go back in time, use the multiverse again, stop him. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, that's what I think should happen. So, tell me, what do you think? I'm quite excited to hear what your guys' theories on how they can bring Brian back. That is, if you do think he's going to come back. But do you think if he's going to be dead, then explain to me why do you think he's going to stay dead? Alright guys, I will see you guys next video.